Hi guys, my name is Kane Fraser. I was racing in Class 18. 1802 is our race number. We're racing in a Polaris Razor 900 XP. It was slightly modified. We extended the frame 4 inches. We did a bunch of other work. The unit was built by Spectre Power Sports in Williams Lake, BC by my good friends Ricky and Heino Siebert. Great bunch of guys. They put together a really tough unit here. To get into this race, there's quite a story behind it actually. Last December 12th, I was up snowmobiling in the mountains. I was at Yanks Peak and I busted my left femur. It took me about an hour and a half to ride out. Of course, being disabled, I wasn't really sure. I couldn't feel my leg. I just knew it was broken. I had an avalanche shovel taped to it to keep it together and it was strapped to the machine. On the ride down, I was thinking about a lot of things when I got a little faint, maybe from shock. Like maybe I should try other things that are lower risk. So my wife thought that was a great idea when I was laying in the hospital bed. When I got home, I rented some movies. One of them was Dust to Glory. After I watched the movie, I looked at my wife and I said, I'm going to race in the Baja 1000 next year. She actually said to me, not unless you want a divorce. I said, it'll grow on you, baby. It did. She got right behind it. And then we just we started putting the plan together to get going.
Did you guys do any pre-running at all?
First, we tried to pre-run a section of the course, the last leg, and we made it about 300 feet in, and here's my good friend Heino. He should come in here. We made it in about, what, 600 feet, Heino?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah. We hit literally the first whoop, and I don't know, we're still trying to piece it together, but I think as the rear shock was rebounding, the front left and right control arm broke, and then we went into a flip. We flipped three full times, then hit the ground, and we're like, what the heck was that?
So that was the day before the race, or a couple days before?
2 days before, yeah.
2 days before the race. So then Heino and the team, they met some local guys. They were cruising all over the place because, of course, we don't know anyone down here. It's our first time. They found a machine shop. They got the parts the buggy put back together. And literally, you know, Ricky, who's the chief builder, yeah, he's over here. Ricky was working on it right up to the last minute type thing, and you know, we got it all done.
What was so awesome is all the people in Ensenada. We hooked up with one guy. He took us around different machine shops. They custom made all our parts in probably 4 hours just to get us going. Dropped what they were doing. It was awesome. The service was unbelievable.
Yeah, the people in Mexico, Ensenada, the whole area, they're just fabulous.
And what happened at Borrego when you guys came to Borrego, where you're supposed to go down to the San Felipe loop? What happened there?
So because we never pre-ran it, of course, you know, we were following our GPS pretty closely, but you know, things happen. So we just blew through the turn. We came to the stop, and
here comes the explanation.
And you know, I don't really know. We just kept going. Then we seen all these big pits lit up and stuff, and we thought, oh, that's pretty cool. And as we got out of that, and trophy trucks started passing us, and Class 1 buggies, we thought, you know, maybe something's going on.
So then, did you guys heard Weatherman came on the radio and let you guys know that you guys missed the turn?
Yeah, Kevin can let you know about that.
He was the co-driver?
Yeah, this is Kevin.
I was the navigator.
Okay.
I think it was the bonfires that threw me off a little. I must have been concentrating.
So what did Weatherman tell you on the radio?
He basically said that we were on the wrong portion of the course. We missed the turn, and we need to get off pretty quick because we had trophy trucks coming up on our 6. So.
Did any trophy trucks pass you, or Class 1 cars or anything?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice.
We actually had figured out already that we were on the wrong part of the course, and of course, because we didn't pre-run it, we didn't know where we were or how to get back on it. So that's what Kevin and I were trying to figure out. So we had contacted Weatherman too, and Kevin was trying to figure out how to get on the course. We'd stopped and talked to some guys on the side of the road, Mexicans. They only spoke Spanish. So we said we need to get back on Highway 3, and they said you need to go to Ensenada. We said no, San Felipe, and they threw their hands up. They said whoa, whoa. And we're like, we got to get back. So they said you know, go. We tried to buy gas from them, but they had just enough for their buggy. So we made a couple more stops. We pulled off once because we didn't know what to do with these trophy trucks behind us, and you know, thinking they might come over a loop and maybe land on us or something. And so we pulled off. We talked about it and said we didn't come this far not to finish, so we're gonna go for it.
Right on. So then you guys went to Valley T and got back on the highway and went back. towards San Felipe, and then you ended up getting back on the correct course and doing the loop, right?
Right. So we didn't even know where Valley T was or what it was. We just kind of, kept asking questions. We got onto the road, drove down it, found a gas station, got fuel, tried to text our team, and then we got back to where we started at, 4 or 5 hours earlier.
Right on. So when you guys got back on the course and you realized how much more you had to go, did you guys ever think about stopping?
I'm just one guy on the team. A lot of stuff was happening, so I was pretty focused, but maybe some of the other guys want to share what was going on, because we were pretty isolated. So anyone want to come in and talk about? Come on in, Ricky. So this is Rick Sievert. Rick Sievert spent 3 months working on this buggy. He's put a lot of detail into it, and real big reason why we finished this.
And we realized at that time that we had no chance of finishing in the time. So, I mean, it's racing. You have your ups, you had your downs. So that was definitely a down for the team. I don't know where Kane was at, but for the team, we were down, and we thought, shit, we're done. But we regrouped and said, hey. Let's do this. Let's just, at that point, that's when we decided. And we were there for about a good half hour, I think, eh?
Yeah.
So we decided, you know what, let's do it. It was actually Heino that said, we're going. He grabbed Kevin. Kevin was actually the guy he was really upset, and it wasn't fair that he was taking the brunt of it. So Heino grabbed Kevin and said, come on, you're getting in here and we're gonna go. And that's where it started, when Heino grabbed Kevin, threw him in the buggy and said, let's go. Kevin got back in the navigator seat, which I don't know was a good thing, but it worked out.
Right on. So at this point, you guys had gone from having only a couple people know what you were doing to now on Race Desert, there was thousands of people that were supporting you guys and watching you guys. Did you guys have any idea what was going on the internet?
No, we had no
not
clue.
A clue. Not a clue.
No clue.
Yeah.
So then once you guys got close to the finish and you realized you weren't going to make the time, I know Trophy Truck 7 came on the radio or something, and they sent their pit guys to help you guys, and then they were going to follow you guys in. What happened with that story?
Derek actually.
I still didn't know.
Come here, Derek.
Yeah.
Come here.
This is the guy who kind of pieced it all together.
This is the guy that pieced it all together. Share your story, man.
Oh, we just hooked up, and they hooked up with Riley at one of the pits, and all the checkpoints were leaving, and Roger got on the radio and said the weatherman or the score ops told us we were going to time out, and basically told them, well, we're done anyway, but we're gonna finish the course. And they advised us to go right down the highway and just get back to town, because there was nobody else out there, and we all opted to just no, we're going to finish the course the way we started it. And and then the pit from the or the truck 7 there was at one of the last pits, and I told Riley, said, all the score people can leave, and we're the new pit for you guys, and we're not coming home without you guys. So kind of all just came together at the end, and
that's where we met.
Really cool.
That's where we met.
And this is actually the first time I'm hearing this myself.
Right on. So then when you guys actually got to town and you came to the finish line, who was there?
Nobody was there.
Score was gone.
Nobody was there.
When we first got there was nobody there.
Nobody there. And then a couple people, one of the other, I think it was a Trophy Light team. I think it was Trophy. I can't remember. One of the teams that had won their class, they had heard, and they'd come down to support us. And then the guys from the pits, Team 7 there came down and brought their pit crew down, and we're waiting for their guys. So we said, well, why don't we wait for you guys and come in together? We're both in this to the end.
So do you guys have any plans on coming back, doing any more Baja races?
I'm sure we'll talk about it. I just got to say too, like, there's two things I felt really confident in myself coming into this race. One was that this buggy was built the best possible it could be by the guys at Spectre, Ricky and Heino, and it could do it. And two, that we had the team that could get to the finish line. I really believe that. So I never had any doubt in my mind that we'd get to the finish line. I wasn't sure we'd do it on time, and I think we would have done it on time had I not driven an extra 100 miles.
So what was the reason behind you guys coming down here, or what was the fundraiser you guys were doing?
Yeah, so what we're doing is it's Rick Hansen's 25th anniversary. Rick Hansen wheeled around the world 25 years ago. He did a relay across, or he went around the world again this year, and he's doing a relay across Canada. Rick's a friend of mine, so I wanted to show him some support. We're from the same hometown. We live in a small town, 13,000 people. I came to the idea with Heino. He jumped on board in about 30 seconds. We didn't really think about it, which is probably a good thing. And then, so we had 3 goals: to raise $25,000 for the Rick Hansen Foundation, to create awareness about the abilities of people with disabilities, and to inspire one disabled person, somebody out there to really strive to achieve their goals. I've never raced. I didn't know what racing was all about. I really had no idea what it would take. I just really thought we could do it. So we tried, right? And we didn't give up on our goal, and we made it. Our website is www.baja1000fundraiser.com. If anyone would like to donate, you can go onto our website. There's a donation tab. You can use your credit card. It goes right to the Rick Hansen Foundation.
All right, and then we're going to see you guys at the finishers party tonight in Orange County, right?
You betcha.
Yep.